nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining. I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone, and he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Here we go. 180!
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and now it's third down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Ty Long now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Check 50.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Run.
On second down, it's Gibson. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Set. 180.
Ready? Check nickel.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he is out of bounds here on the return.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going, and a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan in on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go. 180.
We're pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is caught by Watkins. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counter.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Joey Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. These two teams all tied after 1.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Ty Long now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll get this to Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Gibson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
It's 3rd and 1.
Set, 180. Lock 49. You. What?
They'll run for it. Here's Cello. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's Mayfield. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now Garoppolo, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set, 180. 49. Let's go, baby. Big turnover. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for David Njoku. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Chargers 17, Browns 10. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
What's the run? They're running it.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Out, 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 out. Watch the safety creep. Slam, slam, slam.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Kill. Regular.
And again, it's Chubb. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Joey Bosa in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is a counter play. Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a toss play to Eckler. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. Like 20.
53. Mike 53. It's on.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the ground, it's Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Williams, running right. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time keeps reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
We want it.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell.
brings up third and
180. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Kings.
And again, it's Mayfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 38, Mayfield. That one caught by Gibson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Letting one go deep for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4.
I got it.
Now Eckler. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. They'll run here with Eckler. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. from the gun on third. Garoppolo buying time to his left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Here's Ty Long now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
180. 49's the mic. 3 buzz.
First down, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Joey Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for our visitors, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.